Hey everyone, so here are some slides that you're going to need in order to move forward with subunit 2. So we're going to go ahead and continue on with legitimacy and look at the 5 types of power. Right, so what I need you guys to do is take out your notebooks and something to write with. Right, we're going to go ahead and get started. Go ahead and just take some regular notes and add on to what we have, just as if we were doing this in class. All right, so number one, first word we need to look at is called legitimacy. So legitimacy is the idea that something, for us, a government, is deemed acceptable by a majority of people. That means that the majority of everybody thinks that it's good and thinks that it's okay. And if they all want it, then it becomes legitimate, right? If the majority of people do not want something or they do not deem something as acceptable, then it becomes illegitimate. Most likely it will go away. For example, today in the United States, our government, right, is run by Donald Trump. A majority of Americans voted for Donald Trump, meaning that they deemed him acceptable. So he therefore is a legitimate president or a legitimate part of the government. Now, if the majority of people did not want him to be president, right, then he would be illegitimate and there would be a different president. So this happens for different governments, right? But in order for a government to make decisions and do things, it has to be accepted by a majority of people. Take a second, write that down. Also, feel free to pause or go back, watch this over again. Right? Moving forward. Okay, so the next word you need to get down is power. All right, so power is the ability to make someone do something. Okay, so when you have power over someone or something, right, you have the power to make that thing or person do whatever it is that you want to do, even if they really don't want to do it, because you have power over them. Okay, so you guys are all in high school. There's a lot of people that have power over you, right? So if you think about it, when you're in the classroom, right, the teacher is in charge. They have power to make you do things, right? To do your assignments or to do a test or watch a video, right? They're the ones in charge. When you go home, your parents can make you do certain things, right? If your parents want you to take out the trash or wash dishes, right? Or watch your baby brother or sister, right? They have power over you, okay? When you go out into the world, right? If you get pulled over for whatever reason, right? The police, they are in power, right? They are in control over you, okay? So think about the different types of power, right, that you come across every single day. All right, moving forward. Okay, so I want you guys to write these down, all right? This is going to be an acronym. It is MEDIC, right? There are 5 different types of power that we're going to identify and talk about, right? So take a second, write these down. I'll go through them, right? So the word MEDIC, the M stands for military, the E, economic, D is diplomatic, I, intellectual, and C is cultural. These are the 5 types of power that we need to know. Okay, so the first type of power is military power, right? So this is power that comes from the military and police, specifically from weapons, okay? So this is when you have brute force, right? If you're bigger than somebody else, that big person is probably going to tell what people to do, and people are going to listen to that person because they are bigger and stronger and can maybe hurt them, right? So this is straight brute force, okay? We listen to the police and the government, right? 1, because it's in our social contract, but 2, it's enforced because they have weapons that we do not. Therefore, we listen to what they say, right? The government has power over us because they have a military. We, as people, don't, okay? So the United States has the largest military, or most powerful military in the world. Therefore, a lot of other countries, right, they kind of do what we say because they don't want any smoke with our military, right? So military equals power. The more powerful, or sorry, the stronger somebody is, the more weapons they have, right? The more people around them are going to listen to them. Therefore, they have power. Next. All right, economic power. Okay, so economic power is the ability to use resources, including money, to control others, right? When somebody has economic power, they have the money that controls other people, right? The bottom line for this one is, right, the more money you have, right, if you're in charge, you have power. Okay. If you guys remember that story that I told a while ago when I had my first job at Hardee's, and then my manager Peter tried to make me clean that bathroom, and I was like, nah, gee, and then I didn't, and then I quit. Yeah, I think you remember that story. But if you do, the moral of the story was, right, if I really needed that job and I really needed to get paid, I would have had to clean that bathroom because Peter had economic power over me, right? Another example, I hate grading. You guys know this because I'm pretty slow at it. It'd be like that sometimes. But I really dislike grading. But I still have to do it because if I don't do it, then I don't have a job, right? And I don't have money. So there's people, right? So the principal has economic power over me because if I don't do what the principal asks, which is grading papers, then I do not get paid. All right, so this is economic power. Next. Okay, diplomatic power. All right, so this is the D in medic. Diplomatic power is the ability to use reason, persuasion, negotiation, or problem-solving skills to control others. Right? When you think of big businessmen making deals, right, and using reason to outwit people or persuading them to do things, or negotiating a situation to do it in your best favor, that is diplomatic power, right? Countries use diplomatic power, it's called diplomacy. They use that all the time when they make deals with each other, right, in order to try to get the best deal. So that's diplomatic power. Next. All right, intellectual power. Okay, so this is the ability to use facts, intelligence, or knowledge to control others. Right? So intellectual power is an important one. This is basically the smarter you are, the more power you have. The more things that you know that other people don't, the more power you have over those people that don't know as much as you do. Let's take, for example, let's say that there are 5 people stranded on a desert island. Only one of those people knows how to start a fire. Everybody needs the fire, but there's only one that knows how to start it. Therefore, most likely the person that knows how to start the fire is going to have the most power on the island, right? Because everybody else needs to kind of do what that person says, since that person has intellectual power over everybody else. Next, and last one is cultural power. All right, yes, that is Kylie Jenner, and yes, that is a Kylie Jenner lip kit. It will make sense in a second. So, cultural power is the ability to control large groups of people due to the group's perception of a person. Okay, so let's take, for example, our friend Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner is a cultural icon. She's a famous person. She has a huge following on Instagram. There's a lot of people that love her. There's a lot of people that want to be just like her. And there's a lot of people that listen to what she says just because they think that she's super cool. For example, when she goes on Instagram and releases a new lip kit, right, it sells out in seconds. That means she has a lot of cultural power because she has the ability to control a lot of people, large groups, to do what she wants just because those people think that she's super cool and that they want to do what she says. Right? So it's not only with celebrities, right? I'm also thinking of governments, right? Different countries, different groups of people that are really special or important or people look up to, right? Take, for example, Michael Jordan, when he drops a brand new shoe, right, and everybody goes crazy and drops hundreds and hundreds of dollars on it, it's because he has a lot of cultural power. People really like him. They have a good perception of Michael Jordan, so they're more willing to buy his shoes and do what he says, right? So this is cultural power. Okay. And that is our last type of power for today. Make sure to get all of them down. So make sure you know what legitimacy is, what power is, and then the 5 types of power, which is our acronym MEDIC. Feel free to go back into the slideshow, pause it, get your notes down, get it done. All right, I'll see you guys.